Hi, my name is Michelle and you're watching Michelle's Life. In today's video, I just wanted to reflect on the first half of the year. A lot of these videos have been going around and I just think it's a great opportunity to make lists. I love lists. So I went back and looked at my goal videos that I had posted at the beginning of the year, talking about what I had planned to read this year and my expectations, such as what series I wanted to start and finish and just things like that. I will be leaving links to both my Top 5 Wednesday most anticipated series, I think, video down below, as well as my 2016 goals video down below if you want to go check those out. Here are some of the things that I said I wanted to accomplish in 2016 from my goals video. I first said how many books I wanted to read by the end of the year, and that goal was 75 books. I have currently read 45 books, and that does not include the 4 reread books, so I've read overall 49 books. So I am well on my way to finishing 75 books. Another goal was read less hyped books, and for that I have read 10 books that I would consider less hyped, so that's not too bad. The next goal was to read more diverse books, which I think that I've definitely nailed that one. Overall, I've read 19 books that I would consider diverse. The next goal was to read more buddy reads, and I actually did a whole video on the buddy reads that I've conducted so far this year, so I'll put that here and I'll show you some of the books that I buddy read this year. Overall, I conducted 7 buddy reads, not including the ones that I'm reading in July, which is another 4. And then the last goal that I put in that video was that I wanted to read more new release books, which kind of contradicts the overhyped goal, but at the same time, can it really be hyped before you read it? And I have learned that answer is yes. Anyway, I have been able to read some new release books this year, as well as some new releases from debut authors. I've read some really great debut author books, so I'll put some of those. Overall, I have read 9 new release books this year and 4 books from debut authors. Oh, I lied. That wasn't the last goal. The last goal was to read more graphic novels, which I've actually read 11, but I feel like I actually haven't read that many, but I must have just read them all at the beginning of the year. Alright, and then another video I posted at the beginning of the year was my most anticipated reads for 2016. So I just wanted to quickly go through those and tell you whether or not I've read them or just what's been going on with those. So the first one I talked about is Robin Talley's book that is actually not released yet, and that's As We Descended. That one is coming out in September, I think, so I haven't read it yet, obviously, but I do still plan to read it. The next one I talked about was Symptoms of Being Human by Jeff Garvin, and if you've been on my channel for a while, you'll have known that I have read it and I also reviewed it. I absolutely loved it. This was one of the debuts that was just really phenomenal. The next most anticipated read was another debut author, and that was The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry, and I did not read that one. I started it and didn't like it, and then I heard all of the negative reviews that were being posted about it, so I'm not interested in reading that one anymore. The fourth one was The Raven King, and I read this bad boy as soon as I got it in the mail with my friend Jody and Liz, and I absolutely loved it. The next book was Passenger, and I passed on that one. Next was Heartless, and that hasn't been released yet. World of Ink and Shadow, I still haven't gotten to yet. I've had it on my Kindle for a while, but I just haven't read it. I don't know why. It sounds so good. I think maybe after I think I'm supposed to be buddy reading Jane Eyre in August with Kayla Rain. So I'm thinking maybe after I finish rereading that book, then I will read World of Ink and Shadow, because it is about the Bronte siblings, and I think that will be the perfect time to read it. And then lastly is A World Without You by Beth Revis, which, if you know, I absolutely adore Beth Revis, but the book doesn't come out until the 17th of this month. I really, for some reason, thought that it came out last month, and I even put it on last month's TBR and no one corrected me, but it didn't. I just ordered it last month and got confused, so I will be reading that this month, and I cannot wait. I will be posting a review for that book because it deserves all the attention that I could possibly get for it. So And then the video for the series that I wanted to get to in 2016, the first one was Angel Fall. I read the first 70 pages and I put it down. It wasn't necessarily bad, I just didn't feel like reading an apocalyptic angel book at the moment, so I will be picking it back up in the future. I just don't know when. The series was Poison Study by Maria V. Schneider, and I did read the first book and I thought it was really good, but the trans representation in it was a little flawed, and so I didn't feel like continuing on with the series. The third series I mentioned in that video was The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, I think, and I haven't picked that one up yet. The fourth one is A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray, and I absolutely adored The Diviners, and I really enjoyed the second book, A Layer of Dreams. And that was one of my buddy reads. I was supposed to read A Great and Terrible Beauty with Raoul back in March? May? One of those months. But I read about 100 pages and I just couldn't get into it, so I wound up actually donating both books 1 and books 2 because it just doesn't seem like something that I'm eager to read anymore. And then the last series is the Dark Fever series by Karen Marie Moning, and I actually again read like 15% of this book. I borrowed it from the library and then I got distracted by something else. It was okay. I mean, I can't really judge too much off of 15%, but I still want to read it in the future. I just don't know when. It is my friend Liz's favorite series, and I do really appreciate her opinion. So I will definitely be picking it up before the end of the year, just I don't know when exactly. So that's it for this video. I think it's really fun to just reflect on your goals, especially because I feel like my reading tastes have been changing a lot in this past year. I think I've definitely discovered more of who I am as a reader, and who I was last year at the beginning of the year are very different people. So I just think it's really interesting, and I've really been enjoying watching these videos from everyone else. So I'm also going to be posting the mid-year book freakout tag, which is kind of similar to this, but I'm just really enjoying making these lists and talking about the books that I've enjoyed or haven't enjoyed getting to this year. So anyway, let me know down below what series you wanted to get to this year and whether or not you've gotten to them yet. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!